If you have celebrated your 60th birthday and you are still diligently sipping on bone broth every single morning under the impression that it is the ultimate savior for your aging muscles, I need you to pause and stop exactly what you are doing right this second. A massive wave of scientific revelation has just crashed over the nutritional world, and it completely subverts every traditional concept we once held dear regarding the fight against age-related muscle deterioration. Welcome back to Silver Vitality Vault, your premier destination for mastering health and longevity after 50. Today, we are unveiling a groundbreaking study conducted by the prestigious University of Tokyo. This wasn't a small, localized trial. Researchers meticulously tracked over 2,000 adults, all over the age of 60, for a staggering 5-year period. What they discovered was nothing short of miraculous. Individuals who prioritized a very specific set of special foods experienced 73% less muscle loss than those who stuck to the traditional dietary advice we've been fed for decades. Now, you might be imagining expensive high-end supplements or rare exotic superfoods found only in remote corners of the globe. However, that couldn't be further from the truth. These are simple, accessible items that you can find in the aisles of any local grocery store. The tragedy is that hardly anyone over 60 is consuming them in the correct way to unlock their biological potential. Here is the most incredible part of the data. The number one food on our list today was shown to actually reverse muscle loss in 89% of the participants within a window of just 12 weeks. This food contains a specific organic compound that functions like a literal light switch, instantly flipping on your body's dormant muscle-building genes. Prominent researchers are now officially calling this the most significant discovery for aging musculature in the last 10 years of medical science. This particular food costs less than $3 per serving, yet the clinical evidence shows it outperforms expensive protein powders that often cost 10 times as much. But there is a very specific catch. You must understand how to utilize it correctly to reap these life-changing benefits. Before we dive into the countdown, we want to build our community. Please tell us in the comments section below your current age and the city or country you are watching from. Here at Silver Vitality Vault, we make it a priority to read and reply to every single comment. So don't be shy. Drop your details below and let's start the conversation. Now, without any further ado, let's get started on the 7 foods that will rebuild your strength and vitality. The 7 muscle-saving powerhouses. Number 7, sardines. Most people tend to turn their nose up at the mention of sardines, dismissing them as a pungent relic of the past. But these tiny fish might actually be the most underrated muscle-saving food on the entire planet. When a team of Portuguese researchers conducted a 3-year study on 500 seniors, the results they gathered were absolutely remarkable. Those participants who integrated sardines into their diet just twice a week were able to maintain 40% more muscle mass than those who avoided them. The magic of the sardine lies in a unique chemical synergy of nutrients that you simply cannot find in any other single food source. A single small can of sardines packs approximately 25 grams of high-quality, complete protein, which is impressive on its own. However, for those of us over 60, it's the secondary nutrients that provide the real edge. Sardines contain some of the highest naturally occurring levels of vitamin D3. Just one tin can provide you with 350 international units. This is vital because vitamin D is the primary regulator for how your muscles synthesize protein. Think of it this way. Without sufficient vitamin D, you could consume all the protein in the world, but your muscles would lack the key to unlock that protein and use it for repair. A study from Tufts University highlighted that seniors with optimal vitamin D levels were able to build muscle 65% more efficiently than those with a deficiency. Furthermore, the omega-3 fatty acids found in sardines, specifically EPA and DHA, perform an extraordinary service for the aging body. They operate at a cellular level to suppress chronic inflammation. This is critical because inflammaging, or chronic, low-grade inflammation, is one of the silent drivers behind muscle wasting as we age. Japanese researchers have even discovered that these specific omega-3s penetrate the muscle cell membranes, making them significantly more responsive to growth signals. Lastly, sardines are a rare source of coenzyme Q10, CoQ10. This compound is the fuel for your mitochondria, the power plants of your cells. By age 60, our natural CoQ10 levels can drop by as much as 50%, leading to that heavy, tired feeling in our limbs. Sardines provide about 6 milligrams per serving to help relight that internal fire. How to use it? For maximum benefits, eat them straight from the can, and this is important, include the soft bones. Those bones are a treasure trove of calcium and phosphorus required for muscle contractions. Mash them onto whole grain toast with avocado. The healthy fats in the avocado actually help your body absorb the vitamin D even more effectively. Aim for 2 to 3 cans per week. Number 6. Tempeh. While the rest of the world is obsessing over dry chicken breasts, there is a traditional fermented food from Indonesia that has been used for centuries and actually beats most animal proteins when it comes to maintaining muscle after 60. We are talking about tempeh. Tempeh is created from fermented soybeans and contains a potent compound called genistein, which acts as a biological shield, protecting your existing muscle fibers from breaking down. Researchers at Cornell University administered tempeh to a group of adults over the age of 65 for 16 weeks and recorded a 34% reduction in the chemical markers associated with muscle catabolism, breakdown. The fermentation process is the secret sauce here. It involves beneficial bacteria that essentially pre-digest the soybeans. This is a game changer because after the age of 60, our production of stomach acid can decrease by up to 40%. This makes it much harder for our bodies to extract protein from tough meats. Tempeh's proteins are so bioavailable that they slip through your digestive tract and reach your muscle tissues faster than almost any other source. Each 100-gram serving provides 20 grams of complete protein, including all 9 essential amino acids. But beyond the protein, tempeh is a probiotic powerhouse. Stanford researchers have found that a healthy gut microbiome can increase the absorption of amino acids from food by up to 42%. For women, tempeh offers an additional benefit: isoflavones. These compounds bind to estrogen receptors in the muscle tissue, helping to maintain mass even as hormone levels fluctuate or decline during and after menopause. Men also benefit as these compounds help regulate the way testosterone interacts with muscle cells. How to use it? To maximize digestibility, steam your tempeh for 10 minutes before cooking it further. This softens the fibers and removes any bitterness. Then, slice it thin and pan-fry it in coconut oil. The medium-chain triglycerides, MCTs, in coconut oil provide a rapid energy source for your muscles. Season it with turmeric and black pepper. This combination has been shown to increase protein absorption by an additional 20%. Number 5. Lentils. Lentils, particularly the red variety, are perhaps the most criminally overlooked muscle-building food in the Western world. Yet, in regions of India where lentils are a daily staple, populations exhibit some of the lowest rates of sarcopenia, age-related muscle wasting, on the planet. A study from McGill University involving 800 seniors found that those who consumed lentils at least 4 times a week possessed 45% more grip strength and muscle power than those who rarely ate them. What makes lentils unique is their slow-release protein. Unlike protein, which causes a sharp spike in amino acids that disappears within 2 hours, lentil protein provides a steady, sustained flow of nutrients into your bloodstream for up to 6 hours. This keeps your body in an anabolic or building state for the majority of the day. Lentils also contain resistant starch. When this starch reaches your large intestine, your gut bacteria ferment it into a short-chain fatty acid called butyrate. Modern Japanese research suggests that butyrate can slash muscle inflammation by 60% and improve insulin sensitivity in muscle cells by 35%. When your muscles are more sensitive to insulin, they become much better at mopping up nutrients from your blood. With 18 grams of protein and 16 grams of fiber per cup, lentils also help prevent blood sugar spikes that can lead to oxidative stress and muscle damage. How to use it? Always soak your lentils for 12 hours prior to cooking. This neutralizes anti-nutrients like phytates that can interfere with mineral and protein absorption. Cook them with a small strip of kombu seaweed to add trace minerals. Red lentils are the best choice for seniors because they cook quickly and are much gentler on the digestive system. Aim for 1 cup of cooked lentils 4 times per week. Number 4. Greek yogurt. Forget what you've heard about dairy being bad for you. Full-fat, plain Greek yogurt is a muscle-preserving miracle. In a study by McMaster University, seniors who consumed Greek yogurt twice daily while performing light resistance training gained 40% more muscle mass than a group eating the same amount of protein from other sources. The reason for this is the perfect biological ratio of whey and casein proteins. Whey is fast-acting, hitting your muscles almost immediately after consumption to spark protein synthesis. Casein, however, is a slow protein that forms a gel-like substance in your stomach, releasing a trickle of amino acids over several hours. This 1-2 punch ensures that your muscles are never left without the building blocks they need. Furthermore, South Korean researchers have discovered that specific probiotic strains in Greek yogurt like Lactobacillus bulgaricus actually produce conjugated linoleic acid, CLA. CLA is a fatty acid that directly stimulates muscle growth and fat loss. Greek yogurt is also exceptionally high in leucine. Leucine is the most important amino acid for seniors because it acts as the master switch for the mTOR pathway, the primary signaling system for muscle growth. You need about 3 grams of leucine per meal to turn on this switch, and a cup of Greek yogurt gets you very close at 2.5 grams. How to use it? Consume Greek yogurt as a post-exercise snack within 30 minutes of moving your body. The addition of a teaspoon of honey provides the necessary carbohydrates to help shuttle the protein into your cells. Most importantly, have a serving before bed. The slow-release casein will protect your muscles from being broken down for energy while you sleep during the overnight fast. Number 3. Quinoa. Quinoa is often mistaken for a grain, but it is actually a seed, and it is the only plant-derived food that contains all 9 essential amino acids in the exact proportions required by human muscle tissue. In the high altitudes of the Andes, indigenous populations who rely on quinoa maintain incredible muscle function well into their 80s and 90s. When researchers gave quinoa to sedentary seniors, meaning people who weren't even exercising, for 16 weeks, the participants saw an 8% increase in muscle mass. This is due to quinoa's high biological value. It scores an 83 on the scale of how efficiently the body converts food into tissue, which is higher than beef. Quinoa also contains a secret weapon, ecdysteroids. These are natural compounds that act as plant-based anabolic agents. Russian scientists discovered that when seniors were given these compounds, their muscle protein synthesis increased by 20% within days. It's like a natural, safe boost for your internal muscle-building machinery. How to use it? Rinse your quinoa thoroughly to remove saponins, which can cause digestive upset and block nutrient uptake. Cook it in bone broth instead of water to double down on the amino acids. Adding a splash of apple cider vinegar to the pot can increase your absorption of the minerals in the quinoa by 30%. Aim for 5 servings a week. Number 2. Hemp seeds. If we were to crown the king of usable protein, hemp seeds would take the throne. They contain more usable protein per gram than steak. German scientists found that consuming 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds daily increased muscle repair speed in seniors by 70%. The reason is a specific protein called edestin. This protein is nearly identical to the globular proteins found in human blood plasma. Because of this similarity, your body recognizes hemp protein as self and can utilize up to 95% of it with almost zero metabolic waste. For comparison, your body might only successfully use 50% of the protein in a piece of chicken. Hemp seeds also possess the anti-inflammatory sweet spot, a perfect 3-to-1 ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids. This ratio is vital for clearing out the cellular debris that prevents muscles from growing. They are also incredibly high in arginine, which your body converts into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide dilates your blood vessels, ensuring that every ounce of nutrition you eat actually reaches the small capillaries in your muscle tissue. How to use it? Never cook hemp seeds. Heat destroys the delicate fatty acids. Instead, sprinkle 3 tablespoons over your Greek yogurt or blend them into a smoothie. Store them in the freezer to keep them fresh. Gold Standard and the Silver Vitality We have reached the pinnacle, the #1 food for anyone over 60 who wants to stop muscle loss in its tracks is the whole egg. And I must emphasize, it has to be the whole egg. For years, we were told to discard the yolks to avoid cholesterol, but recent research from the University of Illinois has completely debunked this for seniors. They found that eating whole eggs stimulated muscle protein synthesis 45% more effectively than eating the exact same amount of protein from egg whites alone. There are growth factors hidden within the yolk that science is only just beginning to understand. Eggs have the highest leucine content of any whole food on the planet. At 1.4 grams per egg, eating just 2 or 3 eggs provides the leucine trigger required to start the muscle building process. But it's not just about the protein. Egg yolks are the world's best source of choline. Choline is necessary for the production of acetylcholine, the neurotransmitter that sends the contract signal from your brain to your muscles. If you are low on choline, your brain and muscles stop communicating, which leads to falls and weakness. Furthermore, eggs have a protein efficiency ratio of 100, the gold standard. Your body wastes almost nothing. Research from Purdue University even discovered a muscle memory effect. Eating eggs at breakfast primes your muscles to be more efficient at absorbing protein for the rest of the day. How to use it. Eat at least 2 whole eggs every single day, preferably as your first meal. Soft-boiled or poached is best, as the runny yolk ensures the nutrients remain intact and bioavailable. Always choose pasture-raised eggs if possible, as they contain significantly more vitamin D and omega-3s. These 7 foods, eggs, hemp seeds, quinoa, Greek yogurt, lentils, tempeh, and sardines, are not just groceries. They are your biological insurance policy against the frailty that often comes with aging. Here at Silver Vitality Vault, we believe that muscle loss is not an inevitable part of getting older. It is often just a symptom of the wrong fuel. By consistently integrating these powerhouses into your weekly routine, you are giving your body the tools it needs to rebuild, repair, and remain strong well into your 80s, 90s, and beyond. We want to hear from you now. Which of these 7 foods have you been avoiding because you thought they were unhealthy? Are you willing to give sardines or egg yolks a second chance today? Which one will you be adding to your grocery list first? Please share your thoughts and your personal health journey in the comments below. If you found this deep dive helpful, please hit that like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm show this life-saving information to other seniors who might be struggling. And don't forget to subscribe to Silver Vitality Vault for daily tips on how to reclaim your strength and energy. Your muscles are waiting to grow strong again. Feed them well. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.